I have to go to Knapford now.
Why?
To see Sir Topham Hatt.
Now, hello there, everyone. I'm RosieFan37, NWR. And today, I'm gonna tell you the hero of the Rails Iceberg. You might be thinking, but didn't you already do one of these? Yes, I did. Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is, I was not happy with the very first Iceberg video. I didn't even get anything that right, and the creator of the Iceberg helped me out. Here's his channel if you want to subscribe to it. Some titles might not be in English, that's because he's Spanish, but I could be wrong. Okay, that's enough of talking. Now, let me get into the Iceberg, the video you're here to see. Now, get a drink, and some snacks, and some popcorn, of course, and sit down and relax on YouTube. Hero of the Rails Model Series Special. The people at HIT originally planned to make Hero of the Rails the final special of the Model Series instead of the Great Discovery. The reason they did it in CGI because it was too expensive to do it in models. But even though it was made in CGI, they did make a Kevin, Victor, and Hero sad face. Carrie Shields as the original voice of Thomas and Spencer. Found this clip from a trailer of the movie that has his voice.
Fizzling firebox, it silly little engine.
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna show to avoid copyright. But anyways, moving on. The video game and the unreleased US release. Think it's talking about this game, sorry for the quality, couldn't find a good image. I am also lucky enough to have a copy of it. It was originally planned to be released in the US, but it was cancelled for unknown reasons. Deleted scenes seen in the US trailer. I think he's referring to this.
We must help Hero at once.
And probably a bunch more, but I'm not bothered. Spencer's accident happened in real life. Couldn't find anything on this, I think it's a joke. The similarities with Magic Railroad. I think it's referring to this.
With a creak and a crack, the track snapped beneath him. There, on the other side of the bushes, was a very old engine. It was broken and rusty.
The merchandise faces were prototype faces for the film. It appears they were minus the Happy Hero face. The scrapped post-credits. Couldn't find anything, unfortunately, but I did find this cool edit. Is Hero the only one of his kind?
I was called Master of the Railway.
Take a listen of what he said again, everyone. I think he's the only one of his kind because why the heck did they call him Master of the Railway then? The movie and the CGI era are set in a different alternate timeline. I couldn't find anything but this, I'm not lying. Hero of the Rails was gonna be the final movie of the franchise. I mean, it's kind of relevant knowing how hard they tried here.
Sodor will always be your home too, Hero.
I know, Thomas. Thank you.
This honestly could be referring to something else and I'm wrong. If I am wrong, let me know in the comments. All engines that disappear were sent to the forest. The creator himself said that that's just a creepypasta. The soundtrack was composed for the model version during pro-production. Holy God, I can't talk. I couldn't find anything for the last one, sorry. Anyways, so, we're moving on. The Blu-ray. The Blu-ray was gonna be released, but got canceled last minute. But you can watch a little bit online, but I'm not gonna spend too much time on this though. So I will probably link it in the description of this video. Rosie's deleted scenes in the movie. It turns out it's not actually in the movie, it's the Wii game. Model Series Victor. Even though his model was never made, it was rumors that his model was just going to be a repaint of Sir Handel. Here's a picture of a concept of what it would look like. That I made because why not? Hero of the Rails Japanese dub. I don't know why this is on here because there's nothing really that different minus the Japanese voices. The disappearance of various characters and places was noticed in the movie. If you can tell, it's quite obvious that locations and places and engines disappeared in the movie for unknown reasons. Continuity errors. I think it's referring to this.
And cared that Henry had to have special code.
The original storyboards. I couldn't find any information on this, neither on the wiki or anywhere else. I'm also gonna get this out of the way. I don't know what it's talking about. Thomas's Dark Age did not begin in Hero of the Rails. And that was just some proof it did not begin in Hero of the Rails. The Thomas model that was gonna be used was from the BBC Children's in Need. Was gonna be used in the movie. I think he's talking about this like this was originally gonna be used. Rumors Murdoch's model is going to be reused for Hero. It is possible they were going to use Murdoch's model to make Hero. Again, here's the edit I did of what it would look like. Kevin was not considered to appear. If Kevin was not meant to appear, it is possible that Colin, the crane, was meant to reappear in Hero of the Rails at the wharf. CGI prototypes of Hero, Victor, Great Waterton, CGI, and Kevin. Couldn't find anything of what else it was talking about, but I did find this. The narrow gauge engines in the movie, I think it's referring to this.
Yes, the little engines in the hills tell me stories all the time.
Stanley in the movie. If most of y'all don't know, Stanley was considered to be the main character of the movie, but was dropped in favor of Thomas. There is some lines from the video game that someone made though. You can watch it on YouTube if you want. Hero of the Rails work print. So there was a work print that to this day we will not be able to see. Maybe one day though. Sawdust Pictures was originally going to animate the project. Just in case you don't know who Sawdust is or what the heck that company is. It's the same company who animated the Thomas and the Stinky Cheese, which I'm playing in the background right now. So yeah, they animated this. It's possible they had plans to animate Hero of the Rails, but unfortunately that never happened at all. The animation in the Sawdust looks a lot better actually in my opinion. Pierce Brosnan was originally going to narrate this special. He was originally going to be the narrator starting in season 12, but it's possible whenever he heard it switching to CGI he got really mad and quit. And that's the reason Angelus and Michael Brandon came back. Trackmaster Season 12 prototype logo. It's referring to this, nothing else to say. Just gonna get this out of the way, I don't know what it's talking about here, like the Spanish thing. Android/iOS game behind the scenes. Couldn't find anything on this at all. Hero of the Rails auto time dubbing was cancelled. I don't know, I'm not gonna explain this, so just check this video out if you're interested. There go Brazil Spanish dub. I couldn't find anything on this, so I don't even know why it's on here. More diesels in Hero of the Rails. It's quite possible Ari and Bert were meant to appear. The difference between the cast of voices from US and UK. You can just listen yourself, so I'm just not going to spend that much time on this. Hero's original name. I looked for everything, the wiki and everywhere, and I couldn't find anything on this. The Hero of the Rails teaser model. If it exists and Mattel's hiding it in the deep web. The pre-production. Could not find anything, but I did find this cover. Every copy of Hero of the Rails is personalized. I think it's referring to, like, all of these kinds of videos, so yeah. The debut of Oh the Indignity. Technically it was calling all engines, but for CGI then yeah. The dark secret of the movie nobody noticed. I don't know what this is referring to, let me know please someone. The hate of Sharon Miller, and I don't know how to pronounce that name. So whenever season 13 started, Sharon Miller started getting hate for stupid reasons. Topped off, Thomas and Dream On predicted Hero of the Rails. I'm not gonna explain this, I'm just gonna show you what the creator of the Iceberg said himself. And finally, Hero of the Rails Trains Remake 2010. Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and play it with muted audio to avoid copyright, of course. Thanks a lot for watching, everyone. This was a fun video to make. I would like to thank y'all for 50 subscribers. Have a good day or night, everyone. As Ringo Starr would say, peace and love.